It's a cold case that has haunted the Rio Grande Valley for 56 years. Irene Garza was murdered in 1960, and now one UTRGV professor is helping teach the importance of cold cases. The news of John Fite's extradition finally is made public by Hidalgo County District Attorney Ricardo Rodriguez, and we were here today in court. Now, John Fite was extradited last Wednesday here to the Rio Grande Valley, where he landed shortly before 7 p.m. As a former priest accused of killing a school teacher is back in the Rio Grande Valley. He was brought back to stand trial for a case that went cold. Patlan tells us that he does plan to paint over this new bench and to start off the year with a fresh start. And Marian Garcia has worked in radio for more than 20 years, and recently she became an educator, and she's helping her love for radio will also help her students find their calling. One local organization is helping spot the signs of an abusive relationship. Our reporter Patty Hinojosa joins us now. That hearing was held here in a federal courthouse in Brownsville. It then moved up to a circuit court in Louisiana. Now the Supreme Court is hearing and reviewing this case.
The only motive in this case is to finally bring justice and closure to this cold case.
After 56 long years, former priest John Fite is due in court for the 1960 murder of Irene Garza.
We're one step closer and seeking justice.
The efforts of a year-long investigation by McAllen Police, Texas Rangers, and the Hidalgo County District Attorney's Office.
Up until today, we do have new facts and evidence.
83-year-old Fite has been extradited to Texas this week after nearly a month behind bars in Arizona.
He will be treated like any other prisoner that comes into our county jail.
He's now jailed inside Hidalgo County prison walls, and it couldn't come any sooner for Irene Garza's family.
I was waiting for it all these years, but when I heard about it, it took me off guard.
Noemi Ponce Sigler has tried seeking justice on this case for many years. That day finally came.
They tried so hard to make it go away, to cover it up, actually.
Sigler says even after his arrest, Fite has yet to show remorse for the alleged crime.
If he does ever show remorse and confesses or shows accountability to Irene's vicious rape and murder, I will stand with him.
A question she's asked herself for many years.
Now, maybe we'll know. Maybe through the trials, through the courts. Now, maybe we will know why that happened to Irene.
In Edinburgh, Orlando Vargas, UTRGV TV.
That's me, yeah.
At 97 years old,
That's Seaman, that's the engineer.
Fred Mann is a living history book.
1939, August. Very hungry, and I like to look at the $21. This is me way back. This is me as the first, that's Freddie.
The Virginia native grew up on a farm. From the start, he knew his calling was to serve his country.
I always wanted to go into service. I wanted the Navy, but the Navy says he's got a broken nose.
A military career that started in the Coast Guard and spanned over 3 decades.
First night in, the commanding officer of that ship came back and ran us off.
War struck the nation.
Just as I was crossing the street to go see him, the word got out that Pearl Harbor had been hit. Okay. Made a short visit back to Norfolk.
Mann got the orders to ship out aboard the USS George Fox Elliott, a Navy transport. His destination, unknown.
Didn't know we were going to Guadalcanal. Didn't even know where it was. Never heard of the name before.
The U.S. invasion on the Pacific took an unexpected turn for Mann.
My ship got run into by an airplane, right straight into it, burned up.
He sprung into action, put out the blaze, and saved the lives of those on board.
Say, here they come in. Here's where it's out. 90 millimeters, bam, 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 bam. Bam, 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 bam.
Memories of a battle 73 years ago, preserved as if it had happened yesterday.
You feel about a ship like you do about your home. That's your home. Ship gone, you got no home. And soon I didn't have a home.
An act of valor that earned him a Silver Star.
No, I won't tell you about that.
No?
No.
Okay.
Anybody that brags about that don't deserve it. On deal. It's a job that has to be done, you do it.
An act of humility, even in the darkest of times. In Westaco, Orlando Vargas, UTRGV TV.
I started in radio when I was 14 years old. I was basically ending middle school, starting high school.
What started as a dream became a reality for Marianne Garcia.
And by the time I graduated, I was ready to go and had my own radio show.
My name is Natalie Garcia, and coming up, I've got Bruno.
Garcia is now teaching radio production to dozens of kids in her speech class.
Radio it helps them ease into the public speaking aspect.
Memorial Middle School is the only campus in the district to offer the program to secondary level students.
You know, they need to learn how to communicate with other people out there, and it becomes increasingly difficult when you have things such as Facebook, such as Instant Message, Kik, and all those social media apps that are out there that we tend to lose that one-on-one.
Garcia says technology is hindering students from learning communication skills. Her radio program is helping turn that around.
So far we've done newscasts, we've done the radio shows, we've done learning drops. It's basically the basics.
12-year-old Nathaniel Schoonover started the program a few weeks ago.
I was creating a drop mix that Miss told us to do. When you get her voice and you get other artist's voice and create it with a cool song.
He says learning how to craft different things with audio helps him be creative.
You get to put your favorite songs together and you get to see what your imagination can do and you can put it together.
Garcia hopes that sharing her knowledge will ignite the same passion in her students that led her to the place she now calls home. And do you think maybe when you're older you want to maybe go into radio or TV?
Now that I did this, yeah.